What up? What up? What up? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon. Hair's crazy as always. Oh, what the heck is this? Good morning. Good afternoon. What's poppin'? What up? Slice Music, Ian Smith. Ian. Cool. Dami, Chris O, Noah. Should be a lot. Maybe some people in the chat today. What up? We got Noah here, maybe. Oh, we got F Gaming. What up? 730 Skylar. Obscure Asian. Hello. Hi. Hi, DK. Hi, Obscure Asian. We're only gonna do this for like an hour, so I'm gonna keep going. I gotta get going at like 11:45. We've had the we've gotten over it, so now it's not an excuse anymore. But I don't have a Jack Stratton bust. I have a Joe Dart bobblehead. Yeah, I'll bring it over. Scotland says yes. Hello, Angela Bates on YouTube. All right, we're gonna go for like an hour. I gotta get going in like an hour. I gotta get going like in an hour. Got like a lunch appointment thing. But let me show you my Joe Dart. What are you talking about, bro? You could just come over. Thanks for watching the videos, Angela Bates. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Here you go. Joe Dart on the Fender bass. Joe Dart on the Fender bass. That's probably like the only Joe Dart. That's probably the only bobblehead I'll ever own. What up, everybody? What up? Checked out Lewis Cole's song. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, he's dope. He's just really dope in general. Oh, also, if you don't mind, if everybody doesn't mind, I'm trying to push my YouTube channel. I'm trying to do a little bit more with it. If y'all want to subscribe on my YouTube. Finally doing a little bit more. Trying to do more and watch the podcast, listen to the podcast. We have awesome new episodes. I do have a sad announcement though. I just got, and this is something that we'll just do for the live stream. You know how like Isotope has been sponsoring us for like over a year, like almost a couple of years now? Well, they said that in current climate, they no longer have the funds to advertise as much, so they're no longer advertising with us, but they might do some more giveaways with us in the future actually, which is gonna be fun. So we might actually be able to do more giveaways. Yeah, they're no longer sponsoring the show starting next quarter, so they still are until till the end of the month. Till the end of the month they are. And yeah. So, but let's get into this mixed feedback today. I see a bunch of people sending in some stuff. I see. Ooh. Noah Avery, are you here? Is this design like the Kimber cover again? It better be. I see design. I see 730 Skylar pulling up C double. I see 5 Myth, Smith, Sleeping Giant 2 Master, Namanga, Nauting with the Namanga 8. Okay, I got these songs. That'll be great. This is a good place to start. Okay. Real quick, let's go over the rules. Can we go over the rules? This is super important. Okay, this is super important. Number one, I'll be real brief. Number one, music submitted for feedback must be unreleased. Super important. Has to be unreleased. The reason why it has to be unreleased, 2 reasons. One, DMCA copyright purposes, as well as this is Mixed Feedback Friday. This is not listen and jam to your song and kiss ass Friday. This is Mixed Feedback Friday. So I'm going to give feedback. And if it's a song that's already released, what's the point of me giving feedback? There's no point in me giving feedback if you're not going to take it down and redo it and put it up again. So I'd just rather not do that. Also DMCA copyright. 2, stereo files only. No stems. Straightforward. 3, music submitted must be on Discord under the live stream chat channel. Type !! Discord for the link to join. 4, person submitting music must be online during stream or song will be skipped. 5, if you are a subscribed Twitch viewer, I approve your mix, I may offer to master it on the spot. If you revise the mix and need a new master after the live stream, or if you need me to do it again for whatever reason, you're going to have to pay the mastering fee. And for anybody not subscribed and you want me to send the file to you, you're either going to have to get subscribed or pay my mastering fee. 6, criticism from the audience is not welcomed. Compliments and comments are definitely welcome. Criticism specifically is not welcome. So make sure before you type anything in, make sure, is this unnecessary criticism? If the answer is yes, do not type that thing. All right. How do we send in mixes for review? Noah, that's all I'm going to do is just criticize you and your life. After all, I am an Asian parent. That is all I do. I'm teasing. Just unnecessary criticism. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Saw the void. All right, let's get into this. I downloaded a bunch of tracks. All right, let's see. We're going to go into this first. So, I'm going to confirm with you. Noah, are you here and is this unreleased? Is your song unreleased? 7:30 Skylar, are you here and is your song unreleased? 5 Myth Smith, are you here and is this song unreleased? Now Ting, are you here and is this song unreleased? Okay, we're gonna go with design first. Here it is from the top. It's submitted by Noah Avery. This song is called Design. I'm really hoping it's that Kimber cover, or that Corey Wong cover. Oh no. Is it messed up? I did this before. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know, it's stuff like this. Like, Avid has been hitting me up about wanting to do, like, podcast stuff together. And it's stuff that this is like, are you sure you want to do podcast stuff with me? I mean, I use Pro Tools. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, man. We're going to have to do this all over again. It's probably going to cut out my shit, too. What would your backup DAW be? Either Logic, because I already have it, or Studio One. Definitely not Ableton. Ableton for a mixer is just really weird. At least like from a workflow perspective. Since I've never used Ableton. It's weird from a workflow perspective. Studio One is supposed to be really great. I've tried switching to Studio One multiple times. But I'd probably just use Logic because I already have it. I even like paid for like upgrade. Like if I push Control on like the Logic inserts, it does the search function. Like I paid for some software to do that. So it's crazy. I like Logic. I do not like this. Should I just quit Pro Tools? I'm just gonna quit it. This is some BS. This is some BS. Pro Tools. Come on, Avid. All right, we're just gonna hang out like this until I get it right. Hello, welcome back to the stream. I'm pulling up. Anyway, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hi there, kind sir. Smithin' good. Smithin' good. Bro's a level 100 in smithing on Skyrim. He's smithin' good. That was a bad joke. I apologize. All right, we're about to get this started back up. Okay, Pro Tools is restarting again. Cross your fingers. It's working. It's working. It was just being really stupid. Oh, yeah. Here it is. From the top. No Avery's design mix. Here it is. 1, 2, 3.
Was fortified by a formula of yes, no's, and goodbyes. I kept so defined by a wrecking ball of unsuspecting eyes. Like a hungry lover, I've been undercover, looking for a place to lie. I put on my suit and tie, no compromise, and pay no mind to my real life. Feeling's gone, the feeling's gone. I wanna see the world through your eyes. Now the feeling's gone, now that I'm on my own again, I'm rediscovering my desire.
Nice. So just to be clear, between my wife, my son, and I, we've probably put in hundreds of plays on this Spotify account, or on the Spotify of the original record with Corey Wong and Kimbra. All right, so then the question, so the thing with covers is that it becomes, are you trying to make it sound like the original but better, or are you trying to make it sound something totally different? And I think we talked about this in the past. For example, if we wanted to get it closer to the original, then we want to do like heavier slapback, right? I think in this case, it sounded like, with everything that was going on, it sounded like it was supposed to be close to the original. And I think that there was like some mixing things that, like creative mixing decisions that could have made it closer to the original, because the arrangement was like basically spot on. Okay, so this is interesting. You listened to the original once or twice, but you didn't want to copy it. You said, is it worth going back and lining up the whole bass part? Homie was drifting around, then the click a little bit. Maybe. Is it worth it? That's up to you. Also, you know what? Y'all need to make a video with this. Like, when y'all are recording it, having like a video come out with it, that would be dope. Maybe Corey Wong will share it, you know? But yeah, that's the question, right, with cover songs. You're trying to get it sound as much as the original. You're trying to sound better. And, like, I was in a cover band, and I was a professional singer in a cover band for a couple years. And for us, it was a combination of trying to get it as close to the original as possible, but mostly for the sake of so the audience can enjoy it. But that's in a live sound perspective, right? You listened to the original for reference once or twice, but I wasn't trying to copy it. First off, you should listen to it because it's a damn good song. Regardless of referencing it, it's a damn good song. I like this song. So, like, I almost called my wife and I was like, listen to this song. This is a song I'm giving feedback for. She would have enjoyed it. A couple things. One, so it's actually pretty balanced pretty well. The compression, I thought it would be a little bit too much, but honestly speaking, the more I listen to it, I think the compression's fine. Because the original is pretty compressed too. With the lack, so what the original mix did, I think there's like lots of like slap back or some short delay, some room verb or something around the vocals, which made the vocals feel really distant. And in comparison, these vocals feel very loud and upfront. So, that's just a creative choice. And that's one of the biggest things that makes it feel really different. But other than that, the only other thing, I think you know what I'm going to say, is I'm wondering if this is possible. We need that body. This is like cutting out a little bit too much. But it's muddy if I try to bring it back in. Actually, it's not too bad.
Hard as I tried, I couldn't see the signs.
It's a little bit
fuse and collide.
Specific.
But I know, yes, I know what's deep inside. I could be a mother, I could be a father, I could be the prototype. That's the overtones of every word they wrote to make you stand.
So it's not perfect. So the snare drum is making it a little bit muddy. Some parts of the vocals are making it muddy. So like, I'd raise this part of everything needs a little bit of this body. when I'm hearing it?
Again, rediscovering my design.
Vocals need a lot more of that, body. Yeah, bro, I think like everything. It feels like you went in and carved a lot of this stuff out with almost everything.
Hard as I tried, I couldn't see the signs. Worlds fuse and collide, but I know, yes, I know what's deep inside. I could be a mother, I could be a father.
I'm trying to listen for like what specifically.
Tones of every word they wrote to make you stand and fall in line. Feeling's gone, feeling's gone. I wanna see the world through your eyes. The feeling's gone, now that I'm on my own again, I'm rediscovering my design.
Yeah, with everything, the horns, the key, the organ, not the drums, the bass not as well. Everything except for the bass and the drums. You can leave that section cut for the bass and the drums. But the vocals, anything that's supposed to like any sort of harmonic content. The keys, the horns, the vocals. The guitar, maybe not the guitar. Although, if you listen to Corey Wong's tones, he does have a lot of low mids. I do love. Also, if you want to get an amp sim, bro, the Neural DSP amp sim from Corey Wong. This sounds amazing. This one sounds super great. All three of them with like the delays and the effects and what the wah. This sounds super duper great. I don't really use amp sims, but whenever I do, I start with that one. Regardless of genre, it's a really, really great amp sim. I recommend that one. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts. I think it's pretty. I just think it's just like bringing in some of that low mids, but without making it muddy. But it's that 2 to 400, that 2 to 400 hertz ish area. And you can really see it in the tonal balance, and I can really hear it. And with genres like this, like with funky stuff, like especially if it's live, like if it sounds. The reason why I bring this up is because I wouldn't bring it up if it was clean. But the thing is, the reason why I'm bringing it up is that it feels unnatural, and it kind of made my head feel squeezing my head, like changing the pressure of my head. It feels out of place and unnatural. So that's why I'm bringing up with something like this. It would feel a little bit more natural, almost if it was a little bit muddy. Even the original song is just slightly muddy. It's not Charlie Puth clean, but it's not, and it's not John Mayer muddy, but it's that somewhere in between. So I think that in this case, I think that you should bring in that body. You can really see it without
was
it.
Fortified.
Because you have a lot of like low end information
Yes, no's, and goodbyes.
right here.
I kept so defined.
Yeah, 200 to 600.
By a
of them.
wrecking ball of unsuspecting eyes. Like a hungry lover, I've been undercover looking.
Also, bro, in the best way possible, because she's a good singer, but you got to put autotune on it. You got to put autotune on her vocal.
I kept so defined.
At least in moments. Automate
By a
it.
wrecking ball of unsuspecting eyes. Like
I can hungry lover, I've been undercover. Yeah, you got to have autotune when she's singing. Just a touch. It doesn't have to be crazy. Like, put it at like 30, like somewhere between 30 to 40 retune speed with that. With like, you can do like up to 50% humanization and very little flex tune. Like, we're talking like maybe up to 30 at the max. I don't like flex tune at all. What flex tune does in autotune, I'll just show you. I'm going to give you some secrets. Okay, retune speed. Like, make it slow. So you can actually make a vocal feel more natural than Melodyne or any other, like, manual tuning service. Autotune is genuinely, like, can become the most natural tuning plugin you could ever use. So make sure you get the key and the input type right, whatever. But if you keep it to, like, Like here, you're not even going to hear it anymore. Like this is not even doing anything. This is like for footballs or like long drawn out notes. That's not doing anything for the na 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 na. Okay, so I'd keep it anywhere between like 25 and like 50 and kind of mess it around because you don't want to really hear the auto-tune in this song. Flex tune, what it does, let's see the description. Maybe it'll do a better job than I will. Increases flex tune to allow more pitch deviation, usually for expressive purposes. Okay, so that didn't explain it that well. For expressive purposes. So this basically allows the note to be off-center. So if A440 is totally center, this allows it how many more cents beyond or below A440 it allows it to tune to. So the reason why you want this to be on is because if there's like a lot of vibrato, then vibrato is not on pitch, right? So it allows more natural vibrato. It allows, and when people come in to a note, down or up onto a note, it allows it to kind of be a little bit under, a little bit over, so it feels more natural. I don't think that you need it to be under or over a note for it to feel natural, but especially with vibrato, this works really, really well. More than this. This is the most bullshit part of auto-tune. All right, humanize, let's see what it says. Add realism to sustain notes at high retune speeds. Basically, it kind of slows down the retune, almost. It doesn't actually do that, but it makes it feel a little bit different. So I would turn up, if you're getting those glitches, you like how it's getting it into place, but you don't like those glitches, this is basically your slide knob. Like what a glide on like a synth, it lets you glide into it. This is basically like your glide on a synth. So it'll still center out the note, but it'll kind of glide into it a little bit more, so it won't glitch like a T-Pain does. So, yeah. And then there's other things too, like the tracking speeds, the tracking and this doesn't matter. Tracking as well. And then sometimes if there's like clicks and pops, you just turn on formants and don't touch anything, just turn on formants, and most of those clicks and pops will disappear if you're getting anything like that. What up, Wang Nao Ting? Hello. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next song. Thank you so much. Hopefully that helps. Use auto-tune. If you're interested in using Antares products, the best deal that you can find is at mixingmusicpodcast.com/autotune. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, I'm not. Is that a link that works? It is a link that works. Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Up next, we have... By the way, I'm only going to go for like another 30 more minutes, so I'm going to just try to run through these. 730 Skylar, C double. Okay, we're going to go C double. All righty. Check this out from 730 Skylar. It's a long song, sorry. It's meant to go into the next song of the album. Oh, it's 4 minutes. That's not too bad. I was gonna say if you send me a 7-minute song, I'm gonna cut it, but 4 minutes not too bad. Yo.
And I'm feeling forgotten. Still, I guess that there's something I live for. Every day I lose just a little of my breath. Hope I wake up when you see the world, yeah. Made another promise to myself, and I hope I follow through, baby. Can't explain it without trying to stay humble. I'm just trying to make a profit so I stop getting in trouble. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying double. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying so I can keep going. So I can keep going. through things they saying about Hollywood. Slip into the sun and like the way the burn feels. I'm just trying to make enough to disappear. I'm still in the early days. My mind been flipping through the frames. The future's clear within the present. You can feel the disconnection. I need something strong to make sense of all of these thoughts. So you can hear it this way too. So I'ma sing to you. I need something strong to make sense of all of these thoughts. So you can hear it this way too. And I'ma sing to you. Every day I lose just a little of my breath. Hope I wake up, I ain't seen the world yet. Made another promise to myself, and I hope I follow through, baby. Can't explain it without trying to stay humble. I'm just trying to make a profit so I stop getting in trouble. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying double. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying. Every day I lose just a little of my breath. Hope I wake up, I ain't seen the world yet. Made another promise to myself, and I hope I follow through, baby. Can't explain it without trying to stay humble. I'm just trying to make a profit so I stop getting in trouble. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying double. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying go. So I can keep going. So I can keep going. So I can keep going. Go. So I'ma sing to you while I'm saying double. Yeah. I'm saying double, baby. I'ma still sing to you. Yeah. I'ma sing to you. Can't really see much or feel a thing. Yeah. I'ma sing to you. Yeah.
Bro.
So I can keep going.
Interesting. Dope. That's a dope song. And honestly, the mix was really good too. There's only one thing that really bothered me. And I don't know if it's like something that bothers me, or I can't really tell how I feel about it. But first off, low end feels great, vocals feel great, the delays and the throws were absolutely amazing. This is if we're speaking in golf terms here, this is a birdie. You're good. This is below par in a good way. Wait, above. Well, technically in golf it's below par, right? That's good. But this is great. This is above average. Like, the mix is absolutely amazing. Very interesting. Your choice here, like for example, the samples in the background were flipped phase, or just totally out of phase, or some sort of synthetic widener done to the extreme. Everything, including the vocal too. There seems to be some. Did you put on the mix bus or something, like some general blanket widening plugin on everything? Also, did you do a lot of the widening yourself for the sample, the main like synthesizer sample in the background, along with the warped warbly vocal? Impusher, I don't know what that is. I don't know what Impusher is. Infected Mushroom, is this the one that we're looking at? Stereo Image Plus. Oh, okay. Mushroom Pusher. Okay. Oh, thanks for following. Neo local trap star. What up? Yeah, I could tell. It's interesting. It's interesting. I think that first off, I think that some stereo widening is good, but I think in this case, I think that it kind of took away from the song. And the reason why I said that, first off, I don't give, to be very clear, I don't give a shit about mono compatibility. I do not give a shit about it. And I'm the last person to ever tell anyone that this is not mono compatible, and that's the reason why I say it. But I'm saying that, like, things start to feel a little bit too far out, and when you listen on headphones, it's going to be different on speakers, and in this sense, it was a little bit distracting. So I think that you should, on the sample, you should still go wide on the sample, and it could be a little bit out of phase on the sample. But if you use something like this, just like, this is free from iZotope. Right, and you don't have to do anything here. Just looking at it for the meter. See how it's like wide and it's -1? This means that it's out of phase. Like, the closer to -1 it is, it's out of phase. Like, this is 180 degrees out of phase. Does that make sense? So, like, and I think it's got this really, really cool effect, but I think you can get the same effect without it being 180 degrees out of phase. Like, even if it's just a little bit out of phase, because the cool thing with, like, the sample being out of phase is that, like, it really makes the left and right feel totally separate. But if it's too much, it'll also, like, squeeze the head too. Like, that's literally putting things out of phase is how noise cancellation headphones work. So if you know what I'm talking about, where, like, your head feels like really, like, you squeeze your head really tight when you're, I don't know, it feels like your ears are being squeezed with, like, noise cancellation headphones. That's because it's got, like, microphones in the headphones, and it's, like, flipping what's on the outside out of phase. So yeah, so that's kind of that feeling. So I think that you can kind of get rid of that feeling.
I'ma sing to you.
So but flipping things out of phase to a little bit is going to really make that left and right separation feel really separate, and it's going to be really dope. So I'm not saying mono it.
I'ma sing to you while I'm saying double. I'ma sing to you while I'm saying trouble.
Like, I'll probably get it to, like, that much, just for that sample. And notice how it gets quieter too. And this is, I'm not gonna bring up mono compatibility, but when I do mono my speakers, that synthesizer and that voice in the background completely disappears when I mono my speakers. But anyway, just something to think about. I think that was the only thing. Other than that, I think the mix sounds great. So good job on this one. All right, we're gonna move on to the next song. Thank you so much. Appreciate you submitting. I need to check out this plugin. Honestly, like, the tonal balance and everything, like, I honestly think, like, everything else is really, really, really solid. It was just the phase thing. And it's a big enough like, and here's what I mean by it. It's like, it was a big enough deal where I had, like, a hard time thinking of other things to say, because, like, I couldn't pay attention to anything else. Like, that was distracting enough where, like, so that's what I'm talking about, is good mixes can be weird or different. It just can't be distracting. We're giving the artist a chance to be okay. This is a mix bounced on Cubase. Well, it was a super solid track. Great artist too. Let's go into the next one, which is Namanga. Who is this? This is who submitted? Oh, sorry. Actually, it's next is a Sleeping Giant by 5 Myth. Smith, are you here? 5 Myth Smith, are you here? Say hello in the chat. And is this song unreleased? Morgan Gold. Smith, are you here? And now Ting's here. You're here? And is this song unreleased? Okay, we're gonna wait 10 seconds to see if Smith is still here. Smith, if you're still here, say hello. Otherwise, we will skip your song. Okay, sweet. And is this song unreleased? Oh, here it is. How about I play it?
Top of the morning, nigga. On Yarai, Bay Area in this bitch. Infamous Taz. Sleeping Giant, nigga. Yarai, yeah. I've been a motherfucking realist. I done came up from the trenches, going on since the beginning, my nigga. Yeah, I always been about my business. Q vision about the bitches, and I did it independent, my nigga. Yeah, the draft pick is off the bitches. Number one in my division. Y'all just playing for the scrimmage, my nigga. Yeah, the sleeping giants finally risen. Now I'm breaking through the ceiling, and I'm kicking over buildings, nigga. A born warrior like a child from Nigashati village. I've always been the underdog that they forgot to mention. But since the moment that I noticed that the sky's the limit, I've been trying to gain more altitude than the flight attendant. I keep the bundle in the scale to provide the interest. Do it for the right.
Oh, nice automation there.
For my ambitions in the left, psychic chemist, flipping tractions, psychic.
I really like the dry thing there.
Now the sleeping giants risen. I casually stuck through your municipality, nigga. It becomes a catastrophe if you come after me, nigga. Better call up the cavalry, I'm causing casualties, nigga. Destroying your fallacies, taking your salaries, nigga. Bring spirituality to keep me balancing out my anatomy. Lost in the galaxy, universe traveling. Dealt with insanity, dealt with calamity. Fuck this reality, chasing my fantasies. Be what I plan to be. Can my alacrity to make.
Oh, nice one again.
So tactfully, y'all just be practicing. We do it actually. Be in my faculty, put the soul back in soul train. Your bitch want me cause my aura brighter than your gold chain. Cold game, put her in the mood with some cold train. Bang around and do it like I'm gypsy, give her no name, no way. Hit it once and pass her to the whole game. Chase the pitch and fuck these bitches, don't forget the goal, man. Yarai. I've been a motherfucking realist. I done came up from the trenches, going on since the beginning, my nigga. Yeah, I always been about my business. Q vision about the bitches, and I did it independent, my nigga. Yeah, the draft pick is off the bitches. Number one in my division. Y'all just playing for the scrimmage, my nigga. Yeah, the sleeping giants finally risen. Now I'm breaking through the ceiling, and I'm kicking over buildings, my nigga. Yarai.
All right. This is actually great. We're gonna talk about some very important things that I think everybody can take away from this. One, this sounds great. I really liked your automation of effects when things went really dry. There's a couple spots where you did it, and that sort of stuff really makes me happy. Not a lazy engineer. That's what that is a proactive engineer. Okay. A couple things. One, I think I want to talk about the concept of when it comes to mastering, especially when it comes to like low-end heavy stuff like EDM and hip-hop, you got to pick one of two things when it comes to mastering. You got to pick loudness or low-end. That's what it is. The choice is between loudness or low-end. So if we were to compare this to, like, for example, Red Room by, is it Migos? No, it's one of the Migos. You should listen to this. I can't play it on stream. I'm going to show you, though. Red Room by Offset. Just for a moment. Maybe I'll play it just for a moment here. Okay, the amount of low end, right? So,
Just the beginning, my nigga. Yeah.
So it's a little bit different in this sense. So I think that when it comes to mastering, you got to pick loudness or loudness or low end. So here's what I'm thinking.
Just the beginning. The beginning, my nigga.
In the vocals specifically, there's a lot of 2K in the vocals first off.